There are various positions and abilities in any football squad, but one position in particular calls upon the coaching from a specialist: goalkeepers. In part 3 of Motherwell Inside, we take a look at goalkeeper coach Jim Hollman to see what the expert does on a day-to-day basis. First of all, we wanted to know the basics of what is involved.
Coach the goalkeepers. The role of the goalkeeping coach. Well, first and foremost, it's to look after the goalkeepers, make sure they're happy from top to bottom, to make sure that they all improve. They've got an environment in which they can improve. First team level, we're looking at preparation for the next game, right down to PJ, who's our under-20s goalkeeper. We're looking to bring him on and hopefully be in a position to challenge Craig Sampson and Dean Brill.
Jim has been in football for over 20 years, so has his role changed much in that time?
It's more a role that's integrated with the outfield players now. When I first started, it was goalkeeping coach, over you go, look after the keepers, we'll click our fingers and you send them over, and that's pretty much where the role almost ended. But now you find you're involved in the tactical side of the game. You obviously have to develop the goalkeepers to be more tactically aware. They're almost outfield players who play in goal now, so I mean, we're seeing that with Joe Hart at Man City at the moment. There's sort of the emphasis that's placed on that side of the game.
Using various coaching techniques, Jim offers experience and knowledge that is not readily provided by coaches and management staff, making him a valuable asset for Motherwell Football Club. With the advances of technology, Jim's job has developed and changed over the years. Equipment like the innovative pro-deflect gear can help the coach get that bit more out of his keepers by providing unique game-like alterations to the ball's flight path.
Any coach is always looking for that little bit extra, to whether it be a 1% improvement or a 10% improvement, it's an improvement. So we're always looking for new methods, new pieces of equipment that can add whatever that may be to our sessions, enjoyment or physical, mental, whatever it may be. And I use pro-deflect quite a bit in my sessions. I think it's very enjoyable. It's a fairly unique piece of equipment, and it brings a lot to my sessions, and the goalkeepers enjoy it, and most importantly, they improve after using it.
It's not just on match days or during training where Jim has to work with the goalkeepers, with the coach making good use of video analysis too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fortunate in that I've got Craig Sampson and Dean Brill, vastly experienced goalkeepers, and they know the position inside out. I think my role in helping them is obviously improvement, and also identifying things that will take them forward, and sometimes that does mean video analysis. I think this time, after the Rangers game, was probably the first time I've sat down with Craig and identified a couple of things from the game which I thought would need to make him aware of, and we've worked a little bit on that in training leading up to the next game.
So what exactly is involved for a goalkeeper on a match day?
If it's a home game, we come in and just finish up the set plays. I sit down with James McFadden, and we just make sure that we're happy with everyone's position on set plays. We then run those by the manager. We then may have discussions about our thoughts on the game, and maybe the tactics, and just contribute in whichever way. I mean, as a goalkeeping coach, I contribute where I see necessary. And then once we're all set, we go and the manager addresses the players. Before you know it, you're into the warm-up. So we'll go out with the goalkeeper that's not playing. We'll go out 15 minutes early. This is the way I like to do it. I like to take the sub-goalkeeper out just a touch early, and we'll do some of the things that he wouldn't necessarily get to do when the guy who's playing comes out. And then we come together about 45 minutes before kick-off, finish the warm-up. Go in about 15 minutes before the game starts, final preparations, make sure everybody's happy, and then over to them. That's it to the end, and then after the game, again, little reviews, more verbal. Then I'll come away and have a look at if there's something I think needs addressing. We'll then go back to the video analysis, and we start the process again for the next game.
Working closely with the young goalkeepers throughout the club, Jim keeps a close eye on all age groups with an aim to develop stars for the future.
Since I started coaching and I've been very keen on developing young kids. And when I started at Norwich, we had an incredible record, myself and the academy coach down there. I wasn't married then, so I had a lot of time on my hands to get involved with coaching, you know, in the evenings and weekends. And we had tremendous success. I think we had 5 goalkeepers come through the academy there that played at international level. 3 of them have gone on to play in the Premier League. And I've always kind of, you know, been a little bit proud of that. And you know, as things progress, and particularly now in clubs where if you're a senior goalkeeping coach, you know, more often than not there's an academy goalkeeping coach. You know, here I'm overseeing the academy as well, which is fantastic. And one of the things I like about working here is that the likes of PJ Morrison, who's a 20-year-old, can mix in with the seniors. And it's you've got to be careful how much you dip them in and out, because they can think they've made it, you know. But in some other clubs, lads like PJ won't get anywhere near training with the first team goalkeepers, which I think is a big problem. But here we've got a nice balance of when I bring the lads in on school holidays, they have day release from school to come in and just experience what it's like. And hopefully that you know, we'll get a bit of continuity through the club, and we might see 1 or 2 of the younger lads stepping forward soon.
Since his arrival at the start of last season, Jim Hollman has been striking all the right chords, handling the goalkeepers at the club with professionalism, and more importantly, making a big difference in his important role with Motherwell Football Club.